Hey, what's up guys? Now, after my top 10 proud Vita games video, I realized by reading the comments that I left out a lot of other games. So here it is, 10 more games that make you proud to be a PlayStation Vita owner. As always, if you like the video, maybe subscribe. Number 10. Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation. What can I say? I enjoyed this game. It contains all the features AC games are known for on the consoles, but here you can play it on the go. Or while you're on the toilet, you get a huge open world map, various side missions, different locales to explore, and plenty of rooftops to run across. There's also your typical climbing and synchronization element. The game might not look like much when you first start playing, but trust me, the further you go, the better it gets. Aside from the somewhat clunky touchscreen controls, it plays like your typical Assassin's Creed game. And even though there were some graphical glitches, I still think it ranks as one of the better looking PlayStation Vita games. For all those AC fans out there, Liberation is definitely worth picking up. Number 9. Street Fighter Cross Tekken. If you've never played the console port of this game and saw this running on the Vita, you'd think you were looking at a direct conversion. Just like Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Capcom did an amazing job bringing Street Fighter Cross Tekken to the PlayStation Vita. Don't be fooled by what you see on the screen. The gameplay footage you're looking at does not do the game justice. On an actual OLED PS Vita display, everything looks amazing. Bright, beautiful colors are aplenty. Characters all look great and retain most of the detail from the console version. There is one minor downside to this port. The controls require a 6-button layout. You can make do with the layout given to you, but some more advanced combos might be a little difficult to pull off. There is an option where you can map 3 attack buttons to the corner of the front touch. It isn't ideal for competitive play, but for casual matches between you and your friends, Street Fighter Cross Tekken is an absolute must-buy. And would you know, there are still people playing this game online. Matches were easy to find, and as you can tell from the footage, I'm a little rusty. Even though Street Fighter Cross Tekken supports crossplay, most of my online matches were against people on the PlayStation 3. They're probably all playing on their fight sticks. Even so, just the fact that there's still an online community for this game should be enough reason for you to pick it up. Number 8. Wipeout 2048. I just made a video review for this game a few weeks back. Check it out. Next to Need for Speed Most Wanted, Wipeout 2048 ranks as one of the best racing games on the PlayStation Vita. With a wider track design and more vehicles on the screen, Wipeout 2048 is more combat heavy than previous Wipeout games in the series. But that doesn't make it any less fun. Graphics are of course gorgeous, a lot of purple neon lights, sparks, and explosions going off every which way. It's like a fireworks show. Other than a few sound bugs where the audio would pop during the combat races, I can't think of anything I didn't like about the game. It's fast and it's fun. Definitely worthy of a spot on your PlayStation Vita shelf. FYI, the online servers have been shut down, so there's no more online races. But that's okay. The single player campaign will definitely keep you busy for a while. Number 7. Freedom Wars. Yes, it finally made the list. See guys, I didn't forget about Freedom Wars. If you're the type of gamer who likes to get their money's worth from a game purchase, then you're definitely going to get your money's worth here. Even after completing the game, I felt I hadn't even scratched the surface yet. The amount of weapon customization is mind-boggling. Battling giant robots never looked so cool before. This is also one of those games that helps if you're into anime as well. The controls can be a little stiff in some parts, but it's mostly tied to the weapon you're probably using. But otherwise, everything looks great. The game has huge open environments for you to run around in. It's like a giant playground. This makes you wonder what an online battle royale type game would have looked like on the PlayStation Vita. Number 6. Akiba's Trip, Undead and Undressed. Now, out of all the games people told me I forgot to include in the last video, nobody mentioned this game. I don't know why people never talk about Akiba's Trip. This game perfectly gives you the feeling of walking through the streets of Akihabara. The restaurants, the arcades, the streetlights. If you're into the whole anime culture, then you really have to play this game. The graphics look amazing. And the same can be said about the voiceovers. Oh my goodness, it's like watching an anime. As for the gameplay, I mean, Who doesn't want to tear clothes off other people in the streets of Tokyo? Although it doesn't make much sense and at times can be a little silly, Akiba's trip, undead and undressed, is too colorful to pass up, especially for fans of anime and Japanese culture. Number 5. Dead or Alive Plus. If only the Vita was a tiny bit more powerful, this could have been a pixel-perfect port of Dead or Alive 5. Regardless, this is as close to the consoles as you're going to get while playing on a handheld. And I really mean that. The 4-button layout of the Vita perfectly replicates the control pad on the consoles. The graphics are one of the cleanest I've seen on the PlayStation Vita. There's very little evidence of slowdown or jaggies. Colors look natural and aren't overdone. With a very minor reduction in texture quality, I can't help but be amazed at what Team Ninja was able to do for this PlayStation Vita port. This is a rare glimpse at how good fighting games could have looked had the Vita survived a little longer. I really don't know what else to say about this game. Just looking at it makes me blink in disbelief. Did I mention you can use the touchscreen to zoom in on the graphics as well? Number 4. God of War Collection. Trust me, the game doesn't look as bad as most people make it out to be. As a matter of fact, I think it looks pretty good. But it's true what they say about the cutscenes. Those look like dookie. But other than that, the rest of the game is fine. And aside from a few isolated areas of slowdown, the game runs pretty well too. If you remember playing these games on the PlayStation 2, then it's exactly that. A PlayStation 2 copy of the God of War games running on your PlayStation Vita. Simple as that. I'm telling you people, the game is good. And with the recent release of God of War on the PlayStation 4, this is probably a good place to start if you're new to the franchise. Number 3. Dragon's Crown. Man, you can't escape this game. Didn't they just release this again for the PlayStation 4? A true work of art. It's in the same class as Muramasa Rebirth. With more enemies on the screen, gameplay can feel a little crazy at times, so keep that in mind. If you're a fan of the art style from Muramasa, then you'll feel right at home here. Characters are wonderfully detailed, with environments just oozing color. You also get beautiful artistic character portraits that look nothing like porn whatsoever. I remember really enjoying the music to this game for some reason. And that minigame where you had to cook the food, oh my god, that made me so hungry. So if you've completed Muramasa and need another anime fix, then Dragon's Crown has got you covered. Number 2. The Walking Dead, the complete first season. When I first saw this, I didn't think much of it. I mean, how great can a point-and-click adventure be? Boy, was I wrong. If there's anyone out there who has not yet played a Walking Dead game, then you are missing out. It's amazing at how much you can get invested into these characters. I'm ashamed to say this, but I think I almost cried at the end. Technically, The Walking Dead plays great on the PS Vita. I mean, this isn't the most demanding kind of game. The touchscreen controls work great, although I wouldn't recommend playing this on the PlayStation TV. The game is slow to start, but once you get going, you're not going to want to put it down. It's definitely one of those life-changing games for me. I am a better person now that I've played this game. I'm going to get a lot of hate here, but I think this is better than the TV show. That's right, I said it. Number 1. Rayman Origins. I absolutely love this game. The graphics, the sound, the music, the atmosphere. Yes, the atmosphere. It has that magical, whimsical charm that so few other games have. I especially love the smooth transition when you're running through the stages. I mean, you could be in a hot boiling lava level 1 second and the next, you're out overlooking the ocean, riding the gentle breeze. I love having my air conditioner on and playing through the underwater level. Something about the cool air just makes me feel like I'm actually underwater. It's so relaxing. I can't even describe why I like the music so much. It just makes you feel good, you know? It's relaxing. Well, to me it is. This is one of those games where I could pick up and just keep playing for hours. Rayman Origins definitely ranks as one of my all-time favorite games. And there you have it, guys. I'm pretty sure I forgot to mention a game yet again, so feel free to let me know about it in the comments below. As always, leave a like, leave a comment, and for those who've been watching all my videos since the very beginning, thanks. It means a lot. I do this for you guys.